What's up, beautiful people? 2022 is here, and I know 2020 and 2021 weren't the best years for everybody. Like, we all faced hardships, and it was probably the worst 2 years. But 2022 is here, and that means a whole new year of opportunities. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 22 ways you can make your 2022 more memorable and better for you overall. And I don't know why I wore this suit. I guess to look more credible, but it's just too hot. I can't continue in this. So let's not waste any more time and get into the video. Now, before I get into this video, I need to give you guys a disclaimer, and that is some points that I say might actually directly contradict another point that I said. But what you guys need to understand is the difference lies in the context. And I'm not saying that you guys need to be focusing on trying to perfect every single one of these things on these lists. These are 22 things that I think will help each and every one of us, and even I'm going to be trying to practice more of what I am speaking in this video in this year. And you guys need to figure out which of these points actually make sense to you and which you think will bring you the most benefit in 2022, and accordingly practice. Start a side hustle. So I started side hustles in 2019, and the only reason I started side hustles is because I wanted to make money which I could spend without being answerable to anyone. I just wanted to spend my own money, and that's why I started these side hustles, and they were life-changing for me. And not only in the financial aspect, like I made money and I became independent, but also it taught me so many other things like marketing, building a business at such a young age, skills which I think are going to prove to be very valuable for me in the future. And I'm so grateful that I started a side hustle. So if you want to know more about side hustles, I've made videos about side hustles. I will link that at the end as well. And actually the funny thing is, I started the side hustle so I had more money to spend on myself, but I ended up spending less money. I ended up instead saving and investing all the money. Saving and investing is very important, but at the same time I think it's also important that spend money on yourself, because you work so hard for that money and it has to be spent and enjoyed. The point of life is not to make the most money, but the point of life is to try to enjoy every single moment and try to maximize your time here that you have on earth. So yeah, saving and investing is important, but spending and enjoying and having a good time is also equally important. Have you ever wondered why that person does not like you that much, or why they don't like to hang out with you even though you want to hang out with them, or you like them, or you want to spend more time with them? Then the answer is probably because you're just chasing them. You see, instead of trying to chase other people and trying to please other people, make other people happy, instead focus on yourself. Like, once you start focusing on loving and building yourself, then only others can love you. Like, if you do not even love yourself, why the hell will anybody else like you or love you? It's as simple as that. But besides loving yourself, you also need to focus on building your health, your wealth. Overall, just build yourself up. Don't do it for others. Like, don't do it to try to impress other people or try to make other people proud. Just do it for yourself, make yourself proud, and the other people and everything else will just fall into place. Stop chasing others' approval, but just focus on building yourself up. Another very important point, and something for us to work on more in 2022, is that we need to learn more. No matter how much we think we know, no matter how much knowledge we have, no matter how much expertise we have, there is always something for us to learn. And one way to do that is read more books. And you must be hearing this, that you need to be reading 52 books a year and all that kind of stuff. But not everybody likes reading or can process information the best by reading. But you can use stuff like audiobooks, or you can watch educational videos. There are so many ways that we can actually learn, and I think the only barrier is the mindset that we know everything and we do not need to learn more. If you change your mindset and you open yourself to learning, you will find so many ways and so many circumstances in which you can learn. It took me 4 years to start this YouTube channel just because I had so much doubt about what the people would think of me, what I would be able to contribute, would I even be able to do this, is this something that I can do? Even without trying, I had made assumptions that I couldn't do it, and that was a big problem. And it was only last year that I just cut out all the noise and just decided to focus on myself and believe in myself and try this. No matter what, I'm going to give it my best shot. And I even have made this whole kind of motivational kind of quotes, and it's kind of something that helps me remind myself daily, because I just want to be surrounded by positivity. So just believe in yourself. Even if the world doesn't believe in you, all you need is you to believe in yourself. Be your biggest fan and you can do it. The next thing is a 2-in-1 point, and that is, instead of spending money on things, spend money on experiences. And on the flip side, do not get attached to things. Let me explain. The way the consumer world is designed today is to get you to buy new things every single time, and experience that endorphin kick, that temporary high for a short period. And once that endorphin kick and the temporary high goes down, the marketing industry will hit you with a new advertisement of something else that you need to buy, and you're always chasing that short-term kick. Instead of spending money on things that give you that short-term kick, spend money on experiences for yourself, for your loved ones, or with your loved ones, which will last you a lifetime. Like, I honestly believe spending money on experiences is much more valuable than spending money on things. Now, when I said don't get attached to things, I want to talk about this with an example. So recently I sold my first car, and that car does not only have sentimental value to me, but it has sentimental value to my friends as well, because we had a lot of experiences in that car. Like, we took short trips, we took long trips, we just had amazing times in that car. But the thing you need to understand is, the fact that the car is gone does not take away the memories we had in the car. The car has only sentimental value because of the memories. If you take away the car, you're not taking away the memories. But if you're taking away the memories, the car has absolutely no value and no meaning to us. So for example, if I associated that sentimental attachment to the car and did not sell it, it would be a huge financial mistake for me, because I sold the car for the same price that I bought it, even after using it for 2 years. And so if I not sold it, I would have lost a lot of money, and that would be a bad financial decision just because I had attached emotion to it. So the memories is something that nobody can take away, so do not associate that with physical things. Save and invest. I know you guys probably heard this a lot and you're probably tired of hearing it, but it is absolutely golden advice. No matter what your age, you can always save and invest, and I will tell you the difference it made in my life. So in the start of 2021, I was having a good year in terms of my online business and everything going very well. Financially, I was having a good year. And halfway through 2021, I found a new passion, and that was making these YouTube videos. And I wanted to spend more time making these videos. But currently my channel is not monetized and I'm not making any money from it. But I was comfortable to spend more time on these YouTube videos and considerably less time on my online business, because I had invested and saved majority of the money I had made in 2019 and 2020. So that put me in a comfortable position where I could pursue something that I wanted to pursue and that I enjoyed, even though it was not going to give me any money, because I was comfortable with my investments and my savings. So that's why you need to start saving and investing no matter what your age. You need to be more patient, whether you're waiting for results of anything that you're trying to accomplish or you're trying to do, whether you're interacting with other people. You need to be more patient, because impatience is only going to eat you from inside and not allow you to actually reach your full potential. So practice patience. The next point is something that every single one of us know, but we do not practice it enough, and so I had to include it into this list. And also, considering the fact that I'm a physical therapist, there's no way that I'm not including it, and that is to exercise more. Now, I'm not telling you to exercise to get a six-pack body or to look chiseled and stuff like that. I'm telling you to exercise for your own health, for your physical, your mental health. When you exercise, you not only improve your physical health, like everybody knows about the physical benefits, but I honestly exercise more for my mental benefits. It gives me clarity, it gives me peace of mind. Exercise causes a release in endorphins, which is the feel-good hormone, which keeps me motivated, and overall I just feel much more energetic, confident, and ready to tackle any kind of obstacle that may come my way. And I think that feeling and that confidence is priceless, and that's why exercise should be something that every single individual on this earth practices. I've actually made an entire video about the paradox of the next point, and the paradox is if you feel like you're too tired after your days of work that you cannot work out and you cannot exercise, you will become more fatigued as compared to when you are exercising, because exercise improves your health, releases endorphins, increases metabolism, increases your energy levels, so all those kind of things. So if you think that you're working too much, that you're just tired and you cannot do any exercise, then you're going to get more and more tired as compared to when you're doing exercise. So that is the paradox. You need to find time and energy to work out and exercise. You need to sleep more. As much as you think you're this superhero that does not need to sleep and you can still get stuff done, like even I thought that, the reality is we need at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep. Like take the example of December. When I was uploading daily, I was getting about 3 to 4 hours of sleep, and initially I thought it was fine, like I'm still getting these videos out and I can function on less sleep. But towards the end, it had a really negative effect on my physical and my mental health, effects of which I'm dealing with even today. Like even 2 weeks after I stopped the daily upload, I'm still experiencing these effects and I'm still struggling to get over it, and I don't know how much longer it will take. So that's why I need to stress that it is very important for you to sleep, because when you sleep, that's the time your brain and nervous system gets rest and it can replenish the neurotransmitters which are very important for our brain and central nervous system to function. Don't just work harder, but even work smarter. This is a common misconception, especially people have while going to the gym. They think they need to just work hard, push the weights, and that's how majority of the injuries happen. Instead of doing that, instead that you just go and study how the muscle works, how muscle contractions work, you will understand that in order to grow your muscles, you don't need to just keep adding weight. There are different techniques which can help you build your muscle the same or even better than just adding weights. So that's just one example of working smarter instead of harder. Now, I'm not saying not to work hard, but you need to work hard and also work smart. Work smart to find out the best and the most efficient way, and then on that efficient way, you work hard and you get the best results. That's the best of both worlds. Now, I know you all have heard that failure is not a negative thing and failure is a stepping stone, but it actually is. Let's just take an example. Say you start a YouTube channel and you try it for a year or 2 years and it's a complete fail, and you do not go anywhere and you do not enjoy it at the end, and you quit and you feel like you wasted 1 or 2 years, but actually you did not. Those 1 or 2 years that you spent learning that skill, that may become useful for you in the future. Or even if that skill of like video editing, video recording is not useful for you, you have definitely built up more confidence talking to a camera. You are definitely more comfortable and a more social person. You have built confidence in yourself. You making videos for 2 years has probably improved your mindset on how you can tackle different kind of situations. You trying to make good videos for a year or 2 years has obviously given you a better mindset at how you can tackle problems. And the fact that you did not even give up after all of these problems has made you a stronger person. And all of these characters might be beneficial and crucial in your next endeavor. Like if your next endeavor is successful, you might probably not get that success in that endeavor if you had not tried this YouTube thing for 2 years. So honestly, nothing is a failure. There is always something to learn, or there is always something to gain, even from things that look like they are a failure. All you need to do is just open your eyes and look. The next point is something so crucial and important, and it is surrounding yourself with the right people and the right environment. Like you need to be surrounding yourself with positivity if you want to do something good. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity and all you hear is no, that's just gonna hold you down and just keep you there and not allow you to grow. So get out of negative situations, get rid of toxic people, or if you can't get out of a negative situation, take your phone, put some motivational music, some motivational talk, some whatever it is. Just put positivity in your ears and just focus on the positive, and you will build yourself up again. You need to have money pots. Like if you don't know what money pots are, I made an entire video about that. I will link it at the end of this video, you can check it out. But in short, it is a way in which you need to discipline yourself to divide your money every single month and put it in the various pots and just forget about it. And this will be life changing and very beneficial for you in the short term and long term, because it has made a huge difference in my life. So I will link that video at the end of this video. You can check that out if you are interested. practice self-control. If there is something in your life that you obsess over and you waste too much time doing, I want you to practice self-control. Even if it may not be harming your life in an extreme way, I just want you to practice self-control, because practicing self-control will teach you discipline, which you can apply to all the various other aspects of your life. Be kind and helpful to other people. You never know what they are going through, the hardships, the losses, whatever they may be going through, you never know. So be kind and helpful, because your kindness and your helpfulness might actually be life changing for them. At the same time, when you help others, you will internally feel good about yourself, and that good feeling will make you a better person, and it will encourage you to do more good things. And that's how good spreads. Like, instead of spreading hate and anger, let's just spread love and joy. Do something that you fear. Now, I'm not asking you to go skydiving or do anything crazy like that, but even small things that you fear. Like, if you want to start a YouTube channel and you're scared to publish your first video, publish that video. If there is someone that you like and you want to let them know how you feel, go ahead and call them up, let them know how you feel. If you feel like you need to get the tattoo, then just go and get that tattoo. Like, you need to find out what is it that you fear, and just go and overcome that fear. That will be life changing for you, because it will just help you build your confidence to tackle anything that comes your way. And you will just be like, oh my god, I overcame this fear, which is something that I thought I would never be able to do. I've done it, and I feel great now. And that's going to give you the confidence to go and try more things and more things. I mean, life is all about making the best of every single situation, and trying to seize every single opportunity. So go out and do something you fear. I think I gave only 21 points, and that's because the 22nd point is left for you guys to tell me. Like, I want you guys to give me 1 point on which you're going to improve and which others can also improve. Let me know down in the comment section below. This is all I have to say for today. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.